Hello, it's Rob here, and welcome to this video on I've been tagged, or you've been tagged, or we've been tagged, or tagging tagged. Anyway, the other night my mate Mark came round, or well, I went round his to drop some videos off, and he mentioned to me that RC Misfits, Kirk, you swine, had tagged me on this video series things that's going round, and apparently I've got to let you know more about myself and 3 interests stroke hobbies or whatever. Now unfortunately my mate Mark was also tagged, and he's done his video, and basically I featured very heavily in it because we've been friends for that long and we share quite a lot of the same interests. So I won't bore you by repeating all of that, other than I used to be the lead singer to him being rhythm guitarist in a band that we used to do just for fun, and we're both well into motorbikes, and he used to go racing, but I was a bit big, to be honest, to get into racing, but as you'll see if you watch Mark's video, I'm a bit thinner these days, but hey, that's probably because I'm working my ass off at my sister's house, which I've got to be honest and say that's going to have to be my first interest at the minute. While I'm on my first interest, i.e. the house build, I think I'll pop up a few photos of stuff that I've been up to, and ripping apart and putting back together, and actually a couple of other discoveries we've found when stripping wallpaper. So we'll be back in a second. It's consuming all my time, and I'm actually doing this part of the video up here now, having a coffee break and a fag, stood outside in the garden while the sun's out instead of it peeing down with rain. So getting back to Kirk, he did slightly get my name wrong, but hey, it's all good fun. So thanks again, Caitlin, for putting your dad right. I don't know, what can you do with dads, eh? You can't choose them and you can't kill them, can you? Anyway, I think we'll cut off here and go back to my house for my second interest. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Slurpy slurp. Okay, so here we are back at home. I'm currently inside my videoing workshop, and I'm still on my GoPro because I wanted to show you my videoing setup. So we have here a Sony Handycam, specifically for, you know, videoing. It's got zoom lens so I can zoom in and out, and so on and so forth. We then come to this, what is actually an old boom microphone stand that I've adapted to hold the camera by mounting some of these action cam handlebar mounts and things like so, and we get on to my second and third, and even possibly fourth, if you want to look at it like that, interests, and I'm going to group them all together. So here, for example, we have a part finished Messerschmitt Bf 109, or more commonly known as the ME 109, World War II German fighter plane. So far on this, I've finished the fuselage, as you can see. We've got some wings and tailplane and rudder and so on. And I was just about to start on the undercarriage when my sister asked me to help her out on the house, and since then I've done nothing. So this is kind of part of my second hobby, is building balsa wood free flight planes. There's one I hope you can see that I've already finished, the Vought Corsair, World War II. Is that classed as a fighter bomber? Certainly it I think was mainly used off aircraft carriers, but there we go. And then, as you probably can see from all these boxes, my other interest is remote control cars. This is my latest one, which is the Tamiya VW Beetle Rally with Harley Quinn driving it. So that's that, and we'll nip and go to my other workshop. Now, this is my other workshop. As you can see, we've got RC body shells on the wall. If I move the camera around a bit, I've switched to my Sony Handycam now because it's easier. The monitor doesn't switch off while you're videoing. So there's another really old MX5 UNOS Roadster body that I sometimes use, and some posters. We've got a computer there for editing and stuff. There's my printer for if I try and do any bespoke decals. And then if we zoom in a bit, we've got a mini modeller's lathe for turning stuff down. And coming across again, I think this was advertised as a PCB drill press, but it's really tiny, so really handy for drilling nice straight holes, which I can't do with a hand drill, I've got to be honest. And then we've got all sorts of tools hanging on magnetic mounts, and spares, and more spares, and tyres, and loads of stuff. And yes, it's a mess, and I could pretend and blame it all on the fact that I'm doing this house stuff, but it's just the same. When I've not got anything on, it's like, do I want to clean up, or do I want to make something, or build something, or paint something? And they always win, so I can't honestly say that it'd be any different. There's a spare body for my DTO2, and then if we come up here, this is some of my other RC cars. We've got I can't bloody remember now, but this one here is actually an original Thunder Dragon with I can't remember what make of body that is, if you know what I mean, but it's a Range Rover Evoque, I think, that I've made up to look like a police Range Rover that they have in the UK. And there's my DTO2 with its second shell on, and my lunchbox, my Aquashot, my Aero Avanti, and my what's this one now? This is my Mercedes DTM Pro Marked TAO2 original from the 80s. And then up there I've got my Rising Fighter, and some further boxes with spares in and wheels and stuff ready and so forth and so on, and I'll get back to you in a second to show you where I keep my other ones. And so we come to my living room where I display and store the remaining of my RC cars. As you can see here, we've got them on shelves on the mantelpiece, as we call it in the UK, of the fire, and then across there on another shelf, and coming down we've got some on the floor here, along with all my built aeroplanes and so on. And then we've got another one on the speaker, and I've got another plane over there. And then if we come back to my TV cabinet and just change camera holding positions, you should see some other stuff here. We've got a range of plastic model kits that I've built and painted, ranging from World War II and World War I at the top here, down to motorcycles, early 1949 racing car, a Rossi figure, if I can. And we've got Valentino Rossi on his motorbike. And then if we come across here somewhere, we've got a plastic model kit of the robot and Altera from Forbidden Planet. So, as you can see, that's all my interests and what I do. Now, as part of this video, I'm meant to tag 3 other people, so I believe. Apologies in advance if you've already been tagged by somebody else, and I don't know what else to say other than I'm really sorry, but I haven't seen any of these other videos other than my mate's Mark's, and then I watched Kirk because he's tagged me. So my first nomination, and I'm really sorry about this, Carmine, but it's Poor Man RC. So I hope you really don't mind, but I wasn't sure who else I could tag actually from watching Mark's. Next one is Adventure Time RC. Again, sorry Brent, especially if you've already been tagged. But there we go. And the third one is, let me think, The Contractor. Sorry Cosmo, hope you don't mind, but there we go. So I've nominated me 3 people, so I'll sign off now, and thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to seeing you on the next one. Cheers, bye.